everyone! My name is Random, and today we are talking about something in pop culture that's not Star Trek. We're talking about Terminator 6. And most importantly, some of the leaked images from Terminator 6. Now, I was asked the question, is Terminator going down the SJW route? Is it going down the sort of girl power route? Let's pull up the images. Let's pull up an article here. I don't want to read the whole article because, you guys can read it for yourself. I'll probably put a link to this, and you guys can read it for yourself. But let's just look at the pictures here. All right, so we have old Sarah Connor back, which is awesome. Sarah Connor, Terminator, like old Sarah Connor. This is probably from Terminator 2. It has been a long time since I've seen Terminator 2, so please forgive me. I did see it in the theater a long time ago, and I've seen it since then, but it's been a good 20 years since I've seen it. I need to go back and rewatch it. All right, so I did skim through this article and read it a bit. It looks like they are doing a soft reboot of Terminator. This is going to be a sequel to Terminator 2, and it's going to kind of ignore Terminator 3, Salvation, and Genesis, and, you know, however you want to pronounce it, because they spelled it kind of funky for Terminator Genesis, but... So, I mean, it's good. We're getting Sarah Connor back. This must be, let's see, Danny, a young Mexican woman. So, from what I've researched, this is going to be taking place in Mexico City. So, finding a young Mexican woman is absolutely acceptable since they're setting it in Mexico City. They're being chased by a new type of Terminator, Gabriel Luna. I looked him up. He appears to be of some sort of Latino ethnicity. So if they're going for Mexico, there's no problem with that whatsoever. People have been asking me though, do you think that this is more SJW girl power sort of stuff? This is a tricky one because this is Terminator. This is the original, one of the original awesome female badasses, Sarah Connor. And I think if any franchise I can kind of give a pass for bringing in strong female characters, it's going to be Terminator because they have never in the past kind of made a point to shove down your throat, hey, we have Sarah Connor, she's a badass woman, don't we get props for having a badass woman? No, they just did it as far as I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they just did that as far as I remember. And even in Terminator 3 with the Terminator that can grow giant boobs and things, like that was more of that was kind of amusing to me, but that was the 90s, you know, that was, I'm imagining it was the 90s. I can't remember exactly when that movie came out, but that just seems like the type of thing that could only really fly then. So, you know, what do I think about these ladies here? You know, I really have to give Terminator a pass. That being said, do I really want any more reboots? I don't know. I don't think I really want any more reboots or remakes or reimaginings. So that's kind of where I stand on this. I think with something like Terminator, I can give it more of a pass I don't think they're trying to go out of their way and be like, hey, strong female characters, strong female characters. From pretty much every article I'm seeing, it's just, hey, we have Sarah Connor back. And she's really Sarah Connor. She's Linda Hamilton. We have Sarah Connor back. You know, that being said, I don't know what quite to make of this. I mean, since they're going out of their way to kind of retcon and do away with the crappy sequels, like the cash grab sequels, do we wonder, is this another cash grab sequel, or is this going to be something that fixes Terminator, fixes the timeline? And for me, when you have something like Terminator that is so involved in going through and being it is a time travel movie, it is a time travel franchise. When you have that at your disposal and you can kind of go in and fix things, I think you should probably do it. So I'm going to be a little more lenient for something like Terminator and not call them out as being SJW and not call them out as being girl power, even though, yes, we do have a lot of female characters here in this. But, you know, Mackenzie Davis is hot. Like, she's a hot actress right now, right? And I'm not talking like physically or attractive. She's a very attractive actress, but she's like a hot up and coming young actress who has been in very high profile films. She's been in very high profile television series. You know, I really enjoyed her in *Halt and Catch Fire* in the season I did actually watch of that. So having her in this, I mean, I guess my commentary would be that they look very, very skinny. They look scary skinny in this, and I guess that could be my social justice warrior or anti-social justice warrior sort of commentary about that. I could definitely see the SJW types making a deal of how skinny these actresses look. That might be the only issue that people may have with this. And a lot of people think that Mackenzie Davis looks like a guy, and you know, there's a lot of stuff I can forgive for post-apocalyptic things. Let me bring up the image again. And there's actually other, you know, let me bring up a new image. Let's bring up the newest Screen Rant. Where is it? If I can bring it up real quick. Oh, I can't bring it up real quick. There's a newer one from yesterday. Here we go. Here's the newer Screen Rant. Let me bring that up. So in today's Screen Rant, they are kind of hypothesizing that she might be part cyborg as well. So there might be reason for her to be like scary skinny, because you can see lines here and there. And there is reports on set that she has like there's a blonde woman with cybernetic sort of implant looking things on the photos and just leaked images on set. So even then, there might be a reason why she looks like this. There might be a reason why, you know, and it's the kind of a post-apocalyptic future. You're not going to have, like, McDonald's open. So you're going to have a lot of skinny people running around, and you're going to have a lot of people who cut their hair really short and wear kind of dirty clothes because it's easier. It's more convenient, you know? It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me as far as what images I'm seeing. It makes sense to me as far as where the story is taking place, to have even to have Mexican cast members. And because if you're taking place in Mexico City, you're gonna have people from Mexico in Mexico City. You know, it's not like taking place in like Canada or something, or let's say we're gonna film something in Wisconsin and we need like a flavor of the month everywhere, or I guess Wisconsin's a bad example, but I grew up in a very white part of Colorado, so we'll use that as an example. My hometown was very, very white, but we're also very liberal, very hippie, liberal, almost to the social justice sort of point. So I could see how people might have a problem with that if it were a very, very white sort of area or something. But no, I want to reserve judgment on Terminator for a while, because I can give it a pass for having one of the most badass females ever without wearing the, hey, look at us, we're progressive, look at us, we have a token woman on, you know, on our, or we have a token badass woman, or we have a token this color or that color. I'm gonna wait before I pass judgment on this. What do you guys think? Do you think that they're just trying to force all these women in the cast? Do you think that's another thing? Or is Terminator one of those franchises that always had kind of strong badass women in the story arc? And it kind of makes sense to me that Sarah Connor would be this motherly, protective sort of figure, because look how Sarah Connor was in Terminator 2. She would go out of her way to go and protect people. So if she came across some poor girl anywhere, she would probably go out of her way to do what she can to help and protect her. I don't know. I don't want to judge this one too harshly just yet, because I want to reserve the actual outrage at the actual diversity and stunt casting for things that actually do it, for, you know, and so far I haven't heard anything about James Cameron getting out there yelling at people for not liking a woman, you know? So not everything is diversity casting. Not everything is stunt casting. You know, sometimes people just write strong female characters, and if anybody can do it, it's going to be the Terminator franchise. What do you guys think? Thank you so much for watching this. Hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Hit the thumbs down if you never want me in your recommended. Subscribe if you're brand new. Check out my Patreon. Check out my Twitter. And I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye!